Hello, welcome to Clown World News. And hopefully I got a good show for everybody today, because that's what we like to do at Clown World News, is show the world that it's a circus, a clown show. Nothing, is real underneath the sun. But before I move on, I will tell you that I'm fiction. I'm just a character in a play. And whatever you want to believe about this is up to you, because it's all for my novel. So, today's topics include the Circus Congress Mandate, the liberals are Hitler, the hospital cocktail, the December crash continues, a stuffed animal surprise, and look what his mask says. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. And let's see here. Oh yeah, President Shart's fart mandate to stop tornadoes. So, I think we should go ahead and begin with that. So, I wish, President Shart would have put some kind of mandate in before he met the Pope, because his pants would have probably been a little bit cleaner. But, so apparently farts are causing tornadoes and climate change, and so President Shart is trying to get a mandate to limit your farts and shits. So according to the mandate, only 2 farts are allowed per day and 2 shits. And somehow they are supposed to miraculously know if you do more than that, the IRS will show up at your toilet or something like that and collect 5% of your income or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how they know these things. Maybe they track you through your phone or something like that. But President Shart's fart mandate, he has also exempted himself and Congress and anybody who works for the federal government. So that still leaves a sticky situation with the Pope in the future. Or a dirty situation. Yeah. Alright, well, moving on to the next one. Let's talk about the hospital cocktail. Alright, so remdesivir, dexamethasone, and vancomycin is basically supposed to be the cure or something, or to help COVID-19 if you're hospitalized and in there. But wait, apparently that's not the case. Who would have known in clown world that, those drugs mixed together? Now, and I'm not saying this is true, you must do your own research on this, but apparently it's causing people to get worse and go like this. And then they put them on ventilators, and that just kind of like blows up their lungs. So, who would have known about that? Who would have thought the hospitals would have been doing something like that in clown world? I mean, clown world's all about honesty, right? But I get this feeling that in clown world they just want to watch the world burn. So, next thing, let's talk about the Circus Congress Mandate. So, this has been somewhat confusing to me. So, President Shart tried to do a different mandate besides the fart mandate, and that had to do with the vaccine mandate. But if you just want to know about the vaccine mandate, the federal government can't really issue a vaccine mandate in the United States. There's a Supreme Court decision and multiple Supreme Court decisions, but one of the ones I'm referencing is back in 1905. But it only has to do with severe cases, really. And there still has some degree of exemptions that must be applied, but the federal government cannot issue any kind of mandate for a vaccine because the Constitution does not give the president that power. Who would have known in this circus sideshow world? But the vaccine, but states and local districts, local governments, the Supreme Court did allow, but under certain circumstances, like for one, it has to be deadly, and two, there has to still be some kind of degree of exemption to it. And the vaccine must be legit too. Now, I'm not saying that any of that is true in this case. That you have to research for yourself. I'm just a guide to Clown World. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, what is even more weird is that the court struck this down, and President Shart did something unconstitutional. And what doesn't make sense to me is why the Senate would have to vote to strike his mandate down if the court's already struck it down. You know, it absolutely makes no sense, because, I mean, it shouldn't exist in the first place. So that's kind of like Congress, in my opinion, overstepping their bounds in this crazy clown world. Alright, moving on. Liberals are Hitler. Or they have become Hitler, however you want to say it. But, yes, it is true. It is just damn true that they are. Because they want to lock people up in concentration camps. They want to separate the vaccinated from the unvaccinated. Who else did something like that? You know, demonized a certain portion of the population, and then was like, well, to protect them, we need to put them over here and rob them of all their wealth. You know, I know everything hasn't gone to that degree, but it sure has, to some extent. I mean, now that you come and think about it, remember when the government was buying Walmarts back when Obama was president? I don't think those were for illegal immigrants. Maybe that was for the American population for this upcoming event. Nah, that couldn't be true. 'Cause that would make it a clown world. So, moving on next, the December crash continues. Inflation's still going up because that's what President Shart enjoys. More expensive toilet paper for his tushy. So, we got tornadoes about that farts are creating, and prices are going up, and people are finding it harder to survive in some places in America. Joe Biden, or President Shart, is trying to make America the Gambians of Twitter, or Gambians of Twitter, however you pronounce that. I don't know, it's a clown world. Who cares about pronunciation? Now, moving on. Stuffed animals. They are the new threat of COVID-19. Yes, stuffed animals can now get COVID-19. So, there are going to be some new mandates circling around that you must have your stuffed animals in a mask. And it is appropriate to have the middle finger there too. But you must have your stuffed animals in a mask, and you must get them vaxxed. You must get the stuffed animals vaxxed so that they don't, catch or spread the virus, because, you don't want to burn your stuffed animals. So, be a good stuffed animal. So that's the new thing coming around. That was the stuffed animal surprise, if you could say. And jibbity jabbity jabbity Jew, that has been Clown World News. Now, on a more cereal note, kind of like Frosted Flakes cereal, because they're great. Because I'm in class right now, it might take me a little bit to do videos, but there is a 2-week break coming up where I'm going to try and do a lot of videos. Because I am trying to catch up on some things like Nasara, Jasara, and everything else that's going on in this weird, crazy clown world. And that I want to do. And maybe post some poems. I don't know if I'll get to that, because I need to wrap up my poetry book that I'm kind of doing for here. That it's kind of a guide for my novel. But yeah, I got a lot coming up. I got my dissertation that's going on, where I'm preparing for a study. My novel's almost complete. I'm on chapters. I'm going to be starting chapter 27, so I got 23 more chapters to finalize, edit, and I got my query letter done. So that means that once I get this editing done, I'm going to hop on shooting out query letters. Now, where you people can come in is, I don't care whether it's YouTube or Twitter or Prosebox, Open Diary, Facebook, whatever it is. You can follow me on any of those things and boost everything up, because knowing that I have more of an audience, like follow, subscribe, whichever one it is on those particular sites, will show them that I have an audience, and the faster my novel might get published. So, and that'll be an adventure in itself, and there is a possibility, it's kind of why I'm doing all my schooling right now, is because I do plan on opening my own, kind of like publisher. I do want to be my own publisher someday, and I want to go and find talent too, because I think what this world needs in a clown world is new ideas, a new renaissance of the mind, and just new thinking, because we are all lost in the circus. So I'm hoping to do that during the break. But I will also be doing my dissertation novel and stuff like that, but I should be posting more videos. Hopefully, man, I'd like to do at least 3 each week if I could. But I'm going to leave that there. You guys have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the Clown World show. And remember, Clown World News is the only place that brings you the clown world and the circus in real form. Alright, and don't forget, get your stuffed animals vaxxed and waxed. Masked. Yeah. Masked and vaxxed, not waxed. That would kind of seem a little strange. Alright, so, because you love my noises, see you all later with a laugh. And Have a good one.